You're not here by accident. Your name has been whispered in the heavens for weeks. The angels kept waiting for the perfect moment, and today is that moment. You may not realize this, but a very powerful truth is circling around you right now, and it's finally been permitted to reach you. Heaven has chosen this exact second to lift the veil that's been covering your eyes for far too long. Beloved, the secret about your money, your family, and your destiny is about to be revealed. But you must stay till the end. You must not look away. This is sacred because the moment you clicked this, something shifted. Your energy aligned with divine timing. And Archangel Michael, yes, the one who's been silently fighting for you, even when you ignored the signs, he is speaking now. He says, "You've been kept in the dark, not by mistake, not by coincidence, but by design. A design that was stitched by someone close to you. Someone who wears love on their face but hides fear and control behind their actions." Michael says your family has hidden something, a financial truth, a blessing, something that should have reached your hands long ago. But they never told you. They never intended to. And you keep wondering why your life feels stuck. Why you feel a strange weight in your chest that won't leave. Beloved, that's because your spirit already knows what your mind has not yet heard. The truth about your money is here. Wait, don't skip. Don't scroll. Don't think for a moment this is just another message because Michael didn't cry out your name for nothing. A miracle was approved last night. But if you turn away now, it may be sealed back up again. He is begging you, listen carefully because what's coming next will shake your soul. God says, "My child, the inheritance of peace, the inheritance of gold, the inheritance of divine timing was always yours. But someone interfered. And the person who interfered, you know them, you trust them, you may even love them deeply. But their fear of your power became greater than their love for your happiness." Michael watched this unfold. He fought and still fights to bring the truth to you. But God had to wait, because this truth is so heavy, only the brave can carry it. And now you're ready. Yes, even though you feel weak, even though you think you're not enough, that's just the fog they planted. The truth, you're stronger than they ever wanted you to realize. And now, child of light, hear this. The money wasn't lost. The fortune wasn't taken by fate. It was taken by hands that didn't belong to it. And those hands belong to someone in your circle. Not a stranger, not a ghost from the past, but someone who laughs near you, eats near you, speaks blessings, but breathes jealousy when you're not looking. Michael says this truth must reach your ears. Now he says you are about to discover that your past was edited, that documents were signed without you, that your name was removed and a false name was added in a space that was meant for your destiny. If this is giving you chills, it's because your spirit recognizes it already. Beloved, don't stop reading because what you do next will change the course of your story. In the next few moments, you will feel something inside you awaken. It may feel like butterflies or fire or heartbreak, but it's your divine truth finally standing up. Love letter. If you've read this far, it means heaven has opened a window for you. Type 1 accept my truth in the comments right now and subscribe. That is how you signal to Archangel Michael that you are ready. Ready to take back what was stolen. Ready to rewrite your fate. Ready to claim what was yours before they hid it behind locked drawers and silent agreements. Because Michael says, this is not over. It's only just beginning. Good. Then stay close because the next lines are not just sentences. They are sacred confirmations. This is not a message you read with your eyes. This is a message your soul remembers. You were always supposed to hear this, but they silenced the angels around you. They distracted you. They kept you busy. But now Michael has broken through. And he's not whispering anymore. He's roaring. Do you feel that? That strange pull in your chest. That's not fear. That's truth. It's been caged inside you, pounding, waiting to come out. The angels have watched your tears in secret, wondering when you would finally realize that what you've lost was never truly lost. It was hidden. And Michael has seen every hidden paper, every unsigned will, every mysterious delay you were told was just how life works. Lies, half-truths, confusion, all wrapped in love so you wouldn't notice. But heaven has declared enough. Michael says the name they removed was yours. The house they said was never meant for you had your energy all over it. The account they said was closed was never closed. It was transferred away from your name, away from your destiny. Child, how long have you felt like you were always almost there? Like blessings kept getting delayed by a second, by a moment, by a mysterious twist. That wasn't random. That was design. But now the design is collapsing. You may have heard strange whispers in your sleep. You may have dreamt of places you've never been. Doors, keys, names, hands taking something away from you while you stand frozen. Beloved, those were not dreams. They were memories. They were signs. And this message is the final thread pulling it all together. Let this hit you deep. Michael says, someone who calls you family has had access to a financial blessing meant for you and they've used it for years, but now they're scared because heaven is sending you clarity. And clarity is the most dangerous weapon in the hands of someone who was lied to. Clarity burns illusions. Clarity burns lies. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. So, Michael is handing you a sort of clarity right now. But you must be brave enough to hold it. There is a woman. She knows the truth. She's not the one who did it, but she saw it. She stayed silent out of fear or loyalty or pressure. But now she wants to speak. She just doesn't know if you're ready to hear her. If you feel chills while reading this, it's because her energy is near you. She wants to open her mouth. But you must make the first move spiritually. Say it inside yourself now. I am ready to hear everything that was hidden from me. Say it with your chest, with your breath, with your soul. Say it like the divine child of God that you are. Because the moment you do, your entire energy field will shift and the universe will start unlocking every door that was closed by lies. Michael says there is money in your name somewhere waiting. It's real. It's documented, but the paper has been covered, folded, buried under false statements and distractions. And the moment you finish reading this message, something will begin to move in the spiritual realm. A chain will snap. A signature will begin to be revealed. It won't happen loud. It will be quiet but real. And then something strange will happen. You may receive a message, a phone call, an old box, an unexpected visit, or a mistaken email. But nothing is a mistake in God's plan. Not anymore. That message will lead you to a name. That name will lead you to a key. That key will open a truth. And that truth will give you back what they tried to erase. Michael is fighting for this to happen in the next 7 days. But he says you must not doubt or delay. If you skip, it may take years to come back around. So, if you've come this far, don't you dare look away now. Because God is watching and He's proud. Because He knows the war you fought just to survive. The silent cries, the fake smiles, the confusion, and still you stood. You didn't break. And for that, heaven is rewarding you. Michael says, tell them this. Tell them their financial miracle is in motion, but they must not let fear cancel it. So, I'm telling you, your financial miracle is in motion. Someone will soon come to you acting casual, but they know exactly what you're about to find out. Watch their body language. Watch their eyes. The nervous smile, the hesitant hands. They may even pretend to support you, but inside they are terrified because you are waking up and a woke soul can't be controlled. Now hear this. There's an amount, 5 digits or more, that has been sitting under someone else's name but was meant for your path. And they told themselves you'd never find out. But now you know. And knowledge is divine fire. That fire is inside you now. Let it burn. Good. Keep your heart open because what you're about to read next is going to feel like a shock. But it's not meant to hurt you. It's meant to free you. Archangel Michael says this. If you're still reading, then I've already started rearranging events in your life. What once took years will now happen in weeks. What once was blocked will now begin to flow, but only for the brave. And you, beloved, you're one of the brave ones. Michael is not just speaking, he's acting. Even now, as your eyes move over these words, he's opening locks in the spirit realm. Financial bonds are breaking. Hidden contracts are unraveling. The manipulation they used to keep you stuck is weakening because you've finally stepped into the light of truth. And the truth is, you were never the problem. You were the target. They saw your light before you did. They saw your power before you felt it. And they did what most fearful souls do when they see someone divine. Hide the treasure, block the gate, speak in circles. They made you think you were crazy, that you were always asking for too much, that you should be grateful for crumbs. But God says, my child, I did not create you for crumbs. I created you for overflow. Michael says, one of the most painful things you've experienced was not the money itself. It was the betrayal. The way they looked in your eyes and smiled while keeping secrets behind their teeth. The way they watched you struggle and still said nothing. The way they let you beg the universe for answers while they sat silently on truths that could have changed your life. But here's what they didn't know. The angels were watching. Every silent tear, every blocked opportunity, every false signature, heaven took record. And now heaven is responding. God says the harvest they blocked is now yours. The money they stole will find its way back. But you must walk in full belief. No fear, no hesitation. And yes, it may come suddenly in a way you didn't expect. A message from a lawyer. A document you weren't supposed to see. A piece of paper that falls out when you clean your drawer. But when it does, don't ignore it. That's your sign. That's your divine receipt. And listen carefully. There is a bank account or land or policy that has your name or energy linked to it. You were cut out strategically silently, and they thought the silence would protect them forever. But the silence is ending. You're stepping into the truth. Archangel Michael says, "You will know who I am talking about by their discomfort." The moment you begin speaking about financial freedom, they will panic. They may try to distract you, laugh it off, make you feel small, but it's because they feel the ground beneath their lies shaking. Do not fight them. Do not expose them with rage. Walk in silence and certainty because heaven fights differently. God says you won't have to lift a hand. I will do it for you. There is a woman from your bloodline. Someone past who loved you deeply. She's been screaming your name in the spirit world. She wanted you to have more. She left you something, but it was intercepted. Michael says she's the reason this message even reached you. She intervened. And now she's watching, hoping you won't ignore this moment. Beloved, this is not the time to sleep. This is not the time to doubt your worth because something massive is being written into your timeline right now. The kind of miracle that makes your enemies weep. The kind of blessing that makes liars confess. The kind of shift that cannot be explained, only witnessed. Love letter mid-message reminder from the angels. If your soul is trembling, it's because your spirit has recognized its truth. Don't let this moment pass like the others. Click subscribe and comment. I am ready to receive what is mine. That one action signals to the spirit realm that you're claiming your restoration. Don't wait. This is divine timing. Now come closer. There is something else Michael says you need to know. Your financial blessing isn't just about money. It's about identity. It's about reclaiming the version of yourself that got buried under guilt, shame, confusion, and lies. When you take this money back, when the truth unfolds, you will also take back your voice, your power, your divine assignment. They thought keeping you broke would keep you small, but you were never small. You were just asleep. But now you're waking up. Michael says there will be resistance. Someone will sense your shift and try to hold you back with emotional games. Don't fall for it. Don't get pulled into their confusion. Just smile. Stay quiet. Keep listening because heaven is opening a path and only you can walk it. God says, before the month ends, I will give them a sign so clear, so strange, so undeniable, they will have no choice but to believe. This is your burning bush moment. Don't let the fire scare you. Let it guide you. Michael sees what's ahead. A reunion, a revelation, a reversal. He says, a powerful truth will come from an unexpected voice. Maybe a neighbor, maybe a distant relative, maybe even a stranger. But when they say the words, you'll feel it in your chest, like lightning, like peace. Because heaven has one goal now: to return what was taken. Money, power, peace, reputation, all of it. You're not cursed. You were hidden, but now you've been revealed. And beloved, the enemy is terrified. Good. Stay close now. Don't blink. Don't turn away, because these next words are for your spirit, not your ears. Archangel Michael says, the restoration is now irreversible. The moment you read this line, a countdown begins. What was blocked will start moving. What was stolen will be uncovered, and what you thought you lost will come running back to you. But listen, this won't come through a loud explosion. It'll come like a whisper, a strange coincidence, a number that repeats, a person who stumbles and says too much, a dream you can't shake off. And when it comes, you'll know. You'll pause and feel that holy silence in your chest, the same one you're feeling right now. That's not imagination. That's divine movement. Michael says someone in your family knows exactly what was done. They signed something, or they watched it being signed, and for years they've kept it quiet. Maybe they were promised a portion. Maybe they believed you didn't deserve it. Or maybe they just feared what you'd become if you had it all. But none of that matters now, because heaven is undoing what man tried to manipulate. And child, it's going to shock them. You were not supposed to read this. Not in their plan. But divine timing overrules every earthly contract. God stepped in. Michael fought in your name. And now it's happening. There will be a confrontation, but not the kind you expect. No shouting, no courtroom drama. It'll come softly, almost accidentally. A file left open. A conversation overheard. A letter never meant to be delivered. And in that moment, your name will rise again on the page in the account on the land. And no one will be able to say you don't belong here, because heaven already stamped yes on what was denied to you. You may feel anxious, dizzy. Your heart might pound. That's not fear. That's awakening. Your energy is shifting to receive what you were always worthy of. Michael says, tell them this. What's coming is not just money. It's a divine correction. It's the righting of years of betrayal, pain, and delay. And it will come with favor, with protection, with speed. Someone is going to be exposed, but not by your hand. The truth will rise naturally like breath through winter air. And when it does, all the stories they told about you will fall apart. People who once believed them will come to you, apologizing, surprised, grateful, because now they'll see what heaven always saw. You are chosen. God says, I'm not just giving them money. I'm giving them their throne back. Yes, your throne. The one they tried to bury under gossip, lack, and spiritual attacks. But God hid it where they couldn't reach. And now He's guiding you straight to it. Michael says, this person who hurt you is scared. Their nightmares have begun. They see you in their dreams now. Not broken, not begging, but glowing, holding papers, standing tall. And it terrifies them, because deep down they always knew this day would come. And now it's here. So what do? You stay in alignment. You speak to your angels. You ask Archangel Michael to keep cutting cords of delay. You light your candle not out of ritual but out of recognition. That you are not alone. That you are being watched. That heaven is obsessed with your justice. God says, I'm not just bringing the money back. I'm healing the wound that came with it. Because yes, they didn't just steal finances. They stole time, confidence, trust, but that ends now. You will no longer flinch when money is mentioned. You will no longer feel anxiety at the thought of wealth because this time it's sacred. This time it's coming clean. Michael is placing a scroll in your hand spiritually. On that scroll is every detail they thought they erased. Your name, the numbers, the names of witnesses, the hidden accounts, the misdirected letters, the silent agreements. All of it is being revealed right now, piece by piece. And one day soon, very soon, you'll look back on this moment and say, that was the day everything changed. Because it is. This message is a doorway and you just step through. Archangel Michael is smiling now. He knows you stayed. He knows you didn't skip. He knows your soul is trembling. But he also knows you're ready. Ready to receive. Ready to lead. Ready to walk away from lack and into divine overflow. God says, tell them the angels are rejoicing because they finally listened. Your financial miracle is in motion. Your enemies can't stop it. Your family can't hide it. Your past can't ruin it. The only thing that could stop it is doubt. And you've already let go of that. So now watch. In 48 hours, something will shift. A message, a clue, a call, a vision. Write it down when it comes because that will be the first crack in the wall they built around your blessing. And once that wall breaks, the flood comes. Be ready to receive it. You are chosen. You are covered. You are coming back into everything that was stolen. The truth about your money is here and it's finally yours. Yes, stay with me. This is the moment where heaven leans in closer. Archangel Michael isn't finished yet because you need to hear the last and most powerful part. You've made it this far because your soul knew this wasn't just a message. It was a key, a sacred activation. And now that you've unlocked the door, you must walk through it with full faith. Michael says, the person who altered your destiny was hoping you'd never wake up. But now you've not only woken up, you're beginning to remember. Remember who you are. Remember what was taken. Remember what God promised you before you were even born. And this final part is the fulfillment. God says, my child, the reason you've always felt too deep or too emotional or too intense is because you were designed for divine responsibility. You carry ancestral codes, prophetic vision, generational gifts, and those who didn't understand tried to suppress it. But you cannot suppress what is divine. You can only delay it. But the delay is over. Michael says, one more truth is coming to the surface. One that will break your heart at first, but will heal your life forever. Are you ready? Breathe. There is a second account. Not just the one that was taken, but another hidden even deeper. It was not only withheld, it was never activated because no one thought you'd ever be ready to handle it. But Michael says you've passed the test. Every moment you chose kindness when they deserved anger. Every time you helped even while hurting. Every time you gave when you had little, that was your test and you passed. Now heaven is unlocking the second inheritance. Not just financial but spiritual wealth. Doors will open for you that money can't explain. Opportunities that make no sense on paper. People will ask, how did you get that position, that home, that breakthrough? And you'll smile quietly because you'll know the angels made it happen. Michael says your blessing is about to embarrass the people who said you were too late. They'll have no choice but to witness what they tried to bury rise higher than they ever imagined. But you must do one more thing. You must forgive. Not for them, for you. Because forgiveness is the final key. When you release the bitterness, your spirit will expand so wide that nothing in this world will be able to stop your blessing from arriving. And beloved, the blessing is already on the way. You may feel emotional. That's not weakness. That's breakthrough. Your body is processing divine alignment. Let the tears come. Let the chills move through you. That's your soul saying, finally, you've waited long enough. Michael says that within days, an offer will come, a reconnection, a whisper. And in that moment you must speak clearly, calmly. From your spirit, not your wound. You will know what to say. The angels will speak through you and the truth will roll off your tongue like it was always waiting there. A door will open and on the other side of that door will be your name shining where they tried to erase it. God says you were never disqualified. You are being prepared and now you are ready. The money will come but so will peace. So will respect, so will elevation. So will love. This is not a temporary win. This is your return. Archangel Michael says, tell them they are not poor. They are not behind. They are not forgotten. They are royal. And this message is their crown. So wear it now. Breathe it in. Feel it settle into your bones. Because from this moment forward, you don't walk like a victim. You walk like someone who knows heaven fights for them. The truth about your money is here. The truth about your name is here. The truth about your purpose is here and nothing will ever be the same again. Watch what happens next. Watch who contacts you. Watch who acts strange. Watch who avoids your eyes. Watch who suddenly shows up with good news that was hidden for years. It's not coincidence. It's divine order. Michael has gone ahead of you. The path is cleared. The angels are rejoicing. You don't have to force it. Just stay in faith. It's yours now forever. You're still here. That means your soul is listening deeply now. So listen closer. What's happening around you is not chaos. It's not confusion. It's divine rearrangement. Archangel Michael says, when heaven begins to restore what was stolen, it often looks like everything is falling apart. But in truth, it's all falling into place. You may feel strange in the next few days, unusually tired or overly energized. You may have vivid dreams. You may wake up in the middle of the night with a name on your tongue, a number repeating, or a memory from years ago suddenly flashing back. That's not random. That's alignment. That's your spirit syncing with the divine movement happening in the unseen realm. Michael says, don't ignore the signs this time, because last time you brushed them off. You thought you were just overthinking. You thought the butterflies in your chest were nerves. You told yourself, maybe I'm just being dramatic, but you weren't. You were feeling the truth before it became visible, and now it's becoming visible. Someone will come to you acting casual, light conversation, random visit, but behind their eyes will be panic because they know you've been activated. The energy around you is different now. Your aura has changed. You're not the version of yourself they once controlled. You've shifted dimensions. You've entered the realm of divine awareness. And once a soul becomes aware, there is no turning back. Michael says, the one who signed your name away is losing sleep, and soon they will lose the silence they tried to buy because your ancestors are rising. Your angels are standing and God has already spoken. Return what belongs to my child. Do you feel that in your chest? That fire, that's power returning. You see, they didn't just keep money from you. They kept memories, experiences, opportunities, and still you kept going, still you smiled, still you prayed. And that is why heaven is rewarding you. Not because you were perfect, but because you stayed pure. Michael says something else now, and it's urgent. You are not only about to receive the hidden blessing. You are about to become the one who breaks this cycle forever. Yes, you, not your parents, not your elders. You are the turning point, because what's about to come into your hands will be more than restoration. It will be the seed for a legacy. Land, property, business, stability. Not just for you, but for generations after you. The cycle of lack ends here. But you must stay obedient to the signs. A letter will come. A conversation will reveal something. A mistake will show you what they never wanted you to see. And you'll feel the moment when it happens. Your breath will catch. Your spirit will go quiet. You will know this is it. Michael says when that moment comes, don't react with emotion. React with wisdom. Speak little, listen much, take notes, document everything, because this time you will be the one with the evidence, and heaven will back every word. Your financial breakthrough is already rippling through timelines. A document from the past is being rediscovered. A lawyer is being moved to recheck a case. An elder is being spiritually pressed to come clean. It will come slowly at first and then all at once, because this is not just a message. This is prophecy in motion. Michael is lifting his sword now symbolically, not in anger, but in justice. And that sword is cutting through the last of the resistance. You may feel lighter or dizzy or strangely emotional after reading this. That's the spiritual surgery taking place. You're being prepared to receive something heavy, sacred, life-changing. And beloved, here's one more truth. God is about to reward you in front of the same people who mocked you for believing. Yes, they laughed. They rolled their eyes. They called you a dreamer, said you were too trusting, said you believed in fantasies, but they didn't see the armies behind you. They didn't hear the midnight prayers. They didn't feel the angels around your bed when you cried yourself to sleep. But heaven saw it all. And now heaven is responding. Michael says, the money that is coming will come with favor, speed, and no sorrow attached, because this time it's coming clean. No guilt, no shame, no deals, only grace. This is your holy compensation for the years you lost, for the truths you never got, for the opportunities you missed, for the love they denied you, for the loyalty they never gave back. It's all being paid forward now. You're not just receiving money, you're receiving yourself. The version of you that's free, that's fearless, that's fulfilled. So don't panic when things begin to shift. Don't retreat when people start acting strange. Don't doubt what you've read here, because by the time this month ends, you'll look back and whisper to yourself, that was real. And it is. This is real. This is divine. And this is only the beginning. Take a deep breath now. Let it settle. Because this final wave of the message, this last stretch, is not a story. It's a confirmation. You've walked through every line with courage, and now the heavens are leaning in closer than ever. Archangel Michael stands beside you in silence, not because he has nothing left to say, but because your soul already knows what comes next. Beloved, it's arrival. Yes, what was once delayed is arriving. What was once distorted is becoming clear. What once belonged to someone else is being returned to your hands, not by man, but by divine law. God is not sending you a promise. God is sending you proof. Michael says, what was signed against you will now speak for you. A reversal of spiritual documents. A shaking of hidden foundations, a name, your name, rising out of records that were buried, erased, or lost. But nothing is truly lost when God holds the pen. Heaven has been watching you in silence, watching how you stood when you had no support, watching how you gave when you had nothing left. Watching how you smiled when all you wanted was to scream. You thought no one saw, but Michael saw, and so did the one who sent him. And now you're about to see what divine compensation looks like. Not petty return, not just enough to get by. Overflow, honor, vindication. God isn't just replacing what was stolen. He's multiplying it. But Michael says to tell you this, be wise with what's coming, because your new wealth will be a magnet for both light and shadows. Some will celebrate you. Some will question you. Some will pretend they supported you all along. But only you will know the truth, and that truth will protect you. You will move different, speak different, decide different, because you've been through too much to lower yourself. Now you know what it's like to be deceived, to be overlooked, to cry over confusion. You will not repeat those patterns again. You're not just walking into money, you're walking into mastery. Michael also reveals one final name. It may not come to you immediately, but it will come. A name will enter your dreams, or pass your screen, or roll off someone's tongue unexpectedly. And when it does, your heart will pause. Don't ignore it. That name is the beginning of your next chapter. It could be the lawyer, the relative, the witness, the bank officer, the connector, but whoever they are, they hold a key. Maybe not intentionally, maybe not even knowingly, but heaven will use them. Because your blessing is not limited by who wants to help. It's decided by who God decides to use. So don't question how it shows up. Just stay in flow. Stay alert. Stay ready. God says the shift will begin quietly, but it will end in celebration. You may find yourself waking up earlier, feeling called to clean or move things around, noticing pennies, feathers, or the number 111 or 444 repeatedly. You'll hear songs that speak directly to you, see headlines that match what you feel, and people you haven't thought of in years will suddenly reappear. It's all part of the orchestration. Michael says, Heaven's not asking you to fight. Heaven's asking you to receive. So receive now. Receive the house, the account, the clarity, the apology you'll never get but no longer need. The courage to start fresh. The respect that's been long overdue. Receive it not with fear, but with fire, with faith, with the authority of someone who knows the angels fought battles you couldn't even see just to get you to this very moment. And beloved, look at you. You stayed. You listened. You didn't run. And now the gates are open. So walk through them like the miracle you are. You are not cursed. You are not late. You are not small. You are not forgotten. You are the one they tried to hide, but heaven remembered. You are the prophecy they hoped would die, but God revived. You are the wealth they hoped would never awaken, but Archangel Michael just delivered it to your hands. This is your moment. No more waiting. No more shrinking. No more asking for permission. Step into what is already yours. The truth about your money is no longer hidden. It's alive. It's active. And it's on its way to you right now. Let it come. And when it arrives, receive it boldly, peacefully, and without apology. You're ready now. Let it be done. Let it be so. Ask ChatGPT. You said, yes, beloved, there is still more. Not because heaven forgot something, but because Archangel Michael knows your soul is still thirsty, still reaching, still holding its breath for that final confirmation that everything, yes, everything will finally be made right. So listen now, because these words are not for everyone. These words are only for those who stayed until the end. Those who didn't rush past the truth. Those who didn't scroll for a miracle but sat still and let heaven speak. Michael says this: what's coming will not make sense to the people around you. And it's not supposed to, because this blessing wasn't made in human hands. It was sculpted in the quiet corners of heaven, where angels write things down that no one else sees. And they've been writing about you. Your loyalty, your silence, your broken heart, your rising faith. You didn't chase revenge. You didn't speak evil. You just waited. And now, because you waited, God is about to send something that was never supposed to miss you. The angels held it in place until you were strong enough to carry it. Michael says, it's not just a bank balance. It's not just an asset. It's your justice. Because yes, something unfair happened to you. Let's not pretend. Let's not sugarcoat it. It was betrayal. It was wrong. It did hurt. And they thought time would erase it. But time doesn't erase what heaven still remembers. And right now, God is reaching back into that moment and saying, "No, that wasn't fair, and I will make it right." You may feel like crying. That's okay. Tears are truth leaving the body. Let them fall. Let them say what your mouth has been too tired to speak. Because these aren't just emotional tears. They are release tears. Michael is wiping each one. He's closer than your next breath. He sees what you never told anyone. That moment you found out they'd been hiding things. That moment you realized they didn't believe in you. That moment you cried in a locked room so no one would hear. Michael saw and heaven wept with you. But now heaven rejoices because what was stolen is coming back multiplied. You may notice strange activity around you soon. People checking in unexpectedly. Conversations about money, mentions of old land or policies, shifts in energy when your name is brought up. It's not your imagination, it's confirmation. And when you receive your first tangible sign and you will, don't freeze, don't run. Just say this out loud. I receive this. I know who I am now, because that's the final unlock. This miracle is not just about finances. It's about identity. It's about remembrance. It's about walking into the life you were always meant to live. Michael says, tell them not to apologize for their blessing, because some of you have been trained to feel guilt when things go right. But this time there's no guilt. This time it's clean. This time it's holy. This time it's yours. And when it arrives, you won't need to explain how or why. You'll just know. Heaven moved for me. So breathe, beloved. It is done. The hidden truth has been uncovered. Your name has been cleared. Your money is returning. And your story is no longer broken. It's being rewritten in gold. The angels are celebrating. Michael is smiling. And God, He's whispering, I never forgot you. I just waited for the perfect moment. And this is that moment. Let it begin.